Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a girl named Mia. She was kind, curious, and full of dreams. Mia loved stories about great travelers who explored the world, and she wished to see the world too. But there was one problem. Mia was afraid of leaving her village. She had never stepped outside, and the thought of traveling alone scared her. Her grandmother, an old woman with kind eyes, always encouraged her. Mia, the world is big and beautiful. Fear should not stop you from seeing it, she said. But Grandma, what if I get lost? What if something bad happens? Mia asked. Her grandmother smiled. You will learn, my dear. Every journey has challenges, but those challenges make you stronger. One day, Mia decided to be brave. She packed some food, a small blanket, and a notebook to write about her journey. She hugged her grandmother and promised to return. Her first stop was a dense forest near her village. The trees were tall, and the air was fresh. Mia felt small but excited. She walked carefully, listening to the birds singing. But soon, she realized she had taken the wrong path. She was lost. Panic filled her heart. What do I do now? She whispered. Then, she remembered her grandmother's words. You will learn. Mia took a deep breath and looked around. She noticed the sun's direction and remembered her village was in the east. She followed the sun and soon found her way back to the right path. After walking for hours, Mia reached a wide river. The water was deep and there was no bridge. She sat on a rock, thinking about what to do. Suddenly, she saw an old fisherman sitting by the river. Hello, young traveler, he said with a smile. You look troubled. I need to cross the river, but I don't know how, Mia replied. The fisherman laughed. Every problem has a solution. Watch carefully. He took a large log of wood, placed it in the water, and used a stick to push himself across. Mia watched and learned. She found a strong log and slowly pushed herself across. Just like the fisherman, she felt scared at first, but when she reached the other side, she felt proud. She shouted, and the fisherman waved goodbye. Mia continued walking, and soon reached a high mountain. The top was covered in snow, and the wind was cold. She wanted to turn back, but then she saw an old man climbing the mountain. Are you not afraid? She asked him. The old man smiled. I was, but I kept climbing. Fear goes away when you take one step at a time. Mia nodded and started climbing. It was hard, and she slipped many times, but she never gave up. After hours of climbing, she finally reached the top. The view was breathtaking. She saw the sun setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. She realized something. She was no longer afraid. She had traveled far, faced challenges, and learned many things. After many days of traveling, Mia decided to return home. When she reached her village, her grandmother was waiting for her with open arms. You did it, my dear, her grandmother said, smiling. Mia nodded. Yes, Grandma. I was scared, but I kept going. And you were right. The world is big and beautiful. From that day on, Mia was no longer afraid. She knew that fear is only a shadow, and with courage, she could do anything. Moral: fear is natural, but never let it stop you from chasing your dreams. Every challenge has a solution. Keep learning, and you will find your way. Take one step at a time, and soon you will reach great heights.